On Friday, April 1st, the House of Representatives passed a bill that could potentially lead to federal marijuana legalization.
Now I can get that full reefer aroma without any of the guilt.
Before you celebrate, let's talk about everything that needs to happen for the marijuana legalization bill to turn into a law. My name is Sina Rezvanpour. I'm an attorney. I break down the latest news in the legal world. If that's your thing, make sure to like and subscribe. And without any further ado, let's jump into today's video. The bill was passed in the House of Representatives on Friday, April 1st.
On this vote, the yeas are 220 and the nays are 204. The bill is passed without objection. A motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
So right now, in 37 states, medical marijuana use is legal, and in 18 states, I think, recreational marijuana usage is legal. States will still have the option of whether or not they want recreational use to be legal or not within their state. Right now in California, recreational marijuana usage is legal.
People are lighting up in public everywhere.
But you still are violating federal law if you smoke in California. So if the bill passes, it means that it will be completely legal in California or completely legal in any state that approves recreational marijuana usage. The bill was passed with a narrow margin in the House, and it was mostly the Democrats voted in favor and Republicans voted against. Let's talk a little bit about the arguments in favor of passing the bill and some of the arguments against passing the bill. Marijuana, sure, it does have its harmful effects, but those harmful effects are pretty mild in comparison to some of the other legal drugs, such as alcohol. Another argument is that the criminal penalties for marijuana usage are too harsh, and it's unnecessarily clogging up our justice system. Proponents of legalization also say that by legalizing marijuana, we open up the opportunity to better regulate the industry and to create tax revenue based on sales of marijuana. That tax revenue can go to fund things like schools or making the communities at large a safer place. If you're a proponent of federal legalization of marijuana, let me know why in the comments. Those against legalization are saying a few things. They're saying that marijuana is a gateway drug that could lead to harder drug usage, that marijuana is much more potent than it was back in the 60s and 70s, and that lawmakers should be focused on more important things like the war in Ukraine or inflation. If you think legalization of marijuana at the federal level is a bad idea, let me know exactly why in the comments. Regardless of those arguments, the bill has passed by a narrow margin in the House of Representatives. The next step is for the bill to move from the House to the Senate. If the bill makes it through the Senate with a majority vote, then it will go to President Biden's desk, where he will have 10 days to either veto the bill or sign it into law. If he vetoes the bill, it will then go back to Congress, and Congress will have the opportunity to pass the bill by a 2/3 vote in both the Senate and in the House. Just know that that's very unlikely to happen. Even if this bill doesn't make it through the Senate or gets vetoed by President Biden, it likely will still be another step forward in the legalization journey. So there's two really important things to know about what could happen if this bill turns into a law. Federal courts will expunge prior convictions related to marijuana, and they will conduct resentencing hearings for those currently serving out a sentence for a marijuana-related charge. It likely will be some time before we hear an answer on federal legalization of marijuana, but this is still big news. My name is Sina Rezvanpour. If you have any questions about today's video or about federal legalization of marijuana, go ahead and drop them in the comment section. And remember, this is not legal advice.